Why is abortion wrong? Can you make an argument that it's not based on faith, the Bible, or religion to determine that abortion's wrong? You can. It sounds like this. Major premise. It's wrong to intentionally kill an innocent human being. Minor premise. Abortion is the intentional killing of an innocent human being. The conclusion necessarily follows that abortion is wrong. Let's kick the tires a little bit, see if there's something wrong with this argument. Let's start with the major premise. Innocent human being. Innocent, most people understand. But is a fetus a human being? Don't we call it a zygote and a blastocyst and an embryo before that? Well, we do. But if your parents are human, aren't you a human being? If your parents are snakes, don't you have a snake nature? If your parents are wallabies, don't you have a wallaby nature? So biologically, if your parents are human, you are human. The word fetus is simply Latin for little one. It's a reference to offspring. So that objection won't work. What about the objection that goes, fetus, all the unborn human life, call it whatever you want, it's just a clump of cells. You can't compare a clump of cells with a living human being outside the womb that has the right to life. Really? Well, if you have a clump of potted plant dirt, that clump of material is randomly and arbitrarily stuck together. It has no inner cause, it has no inner principle of life that goes in a consistent direction, because it can all fall apart, and does as soon as you drop the clump of soil. But a fetus, an unborn innocent human being, has an inner principle of life that is coherent, that's organic, and tends toward a certain single goal called human maturity. It might not look human in the early stages, but an acorn doesn't look like an oak tree either before it is planted in the ground. What about the objection that says, poverty, bad parents, drug addicts, abortion is necessary because you want to spare the child all these evils, all this suffering, all this deprivation? Well, that argument really proves too much, because you can look at children who are now suffering after they've been born. Why not kill them to put them out of their misery? Oh wait, we do that. It's called euthanasia. No matter. If you're going to kill people because the future might be difficult for them, then why not do that to people who are living through it now? Why wait? The fact is, both mother and child need and deserve love, support, encouragement, and care, and respect. What about the argument that says, how dare you force women to have children? Well, I agree with that. I think it's wrong to force women to have children. We call that rape, and rape is a great and terrible evil. But it's not restored, it's not deleted, it's not removed in any way by killing the unborn innocent human being because of the crime of its father. If you talk to women who've conceived because of rape, they invariably tell the same story of hope and restoration and healing, whether or not they keep the child that results. Whereas they'll never forget the second evil called abortion. What about the argument that says, well, the unborn can't think, they have no cognitive skills, and therefore abortion is justified? Well, the fact is that infants have a lower brain development level than an adult cow. So do we protect the cows and kill the unborn innocent human beings? Is that the kind of world we want? What about people born without brain function at all? Should we begin killing people in deep comas because they don't have cognitive functioning to our satisfaction, to the arbitrary criteria thought up by you and me? Finally, how about this one? Men should not have an opinion about abortion because they'll never have to undergo one. Well, Look at the gender breakdown of the Roe v. Wade court in 1973. 100% men. Throughout history, almost 100% of abortionists have been and are men, while 100% of the victims, namely the paying customers of abortion, have been and are women. Check out my podcast, The Patrick Coffin Show. Get on the waiting list for coffinnation.com. And remember, as the great Fulton J. Sheen said, life is worth living.